When most of the community saw Ultron for the first time, they quickly concluded that he's just a DPS disguised as a support, due to his damage potential and lack of burst healing. However, it is now clear to me that it's quite the opposite actually. Ultron is an actual healer disguised as a DPS, as an attempt to make DPS players voluntarily choose a strategist to play. And you know what? It fucking worked! And now I'm going to infodump you about everyone's favorite evil robot. I assume that you already have this skill reading unlocked in your skill tree and know the basics of Ultron's abilities. Cause if you don't, then I hope you're a fast learner. Otherwise you're cooked, cause we begin the breakdown of everyone's favorite evil Tony Stark. While most of the strategists in the game have a playstyle of a kindergarten babysitter who have to navigate the chaos that is your team, preferably with another babysitter, and will take the blame from everyone's parents, even if you told the Iron Fist that fisting certain things is not a good idea. Ultron has a playstyle of an older brother, who wants to do his own things, but his mom forced him to take the younger siblings with him, and now, between the periods of shooting a big fucking laser, he has to make sure that his siblings still show signs of life. Some people would say that DPS players have a superiority complex, others say that supports have it, but here's the thing. Playing Ultron for excessive periods of time gave me a stage 4 narcissism, because I'm both DPS and strategist at the same time. What can I say, I'm literally above everyone and I choose who dies and who lives. Don't show this video to my team cause I'm never getting healed again after this. When playing Ultron you really want to position yourself closer to your team, to swap the drone, listen to voice lines about armor more than you ever did, and effectively use your ult. Permanent flight allows you to position yourself either high above the ground if the enemy team can't get you, or behind natural covers like walls if the enemy team has competent hit scans. With your big fucking laser, you can finish off low enemies, provide additional pressure to tanks, or even bully the enemy strategists. You know, for the funny. It's also a great tool to force important cooldowns. Moreover, this laser is basically a sniper rifle. The damage falloff exists, but the explosion at the end always does 75 damage, and believe me when I say that this shit has infinite range. Tony Stark may have a big fucking laser, but I have a big fucking laser that explodes! Ultron is unironically a great counter to flyers, and I love it. Another thing Ultron is good at is getting rid of destructible stuff like Penny's Nest, Loki's clones, and Namor's squids. Because let's be honest, they really lose a lot of value if you destroy it. I will even say you should prioritize it to sabotage the enemy team so that your DPS can focus on their job. You might be wondering why I'm swinging the sword mid-air all the time. Well, I have anger issues. And this is an animation cancelling technique. You only need the first half of the reload animation to get your ammo back. Therefore, you can swap the drone, activate shields, or just melee to reload faster. The first two are more effective since you actually do something besides a few seconds animation skip, but I prefer the sword because there is no way they gave Ultron such a cool melee option, which is even in his Lord icon, and thought I wouldn't use it. This looks cool, and I'll keep doing it even if my rank depends on it. It's almost like an aggressive demand for extra ammo since Ultron swings his arm in an angry manner mid-air. Drone doesn't heal a lot at the same time, but it provides constant healing, which, believe it or not, is actually very underrated. I think the healing of the drone is balanced around the second support existing, cause otherwise constant healing will be incredibly busted. The drone has infinite range as long as you see the person with the drone. The drone needs to be swapped all the time since it gives 15 HP per second more for the player who has the drone. Drone is obviously better used on grouped up teammates, but is also really strong on a diver. If you play with triple support, then you can allow yourself to place it on a diver more often. Drone is also the greatest solution to every flyer's weakness: your own teammates who don't look up to heal you. Just place the drone near an ally and heal yourself. You're the healer. If you die, there won't be any healing anyway. Just go for it. Shields are great and can be used to save yourself or your teammates from death, or to eat a lot of damage during big teamfights. If one of my teammates is low, I like to swap the drone on him and instantly activate shields to give the drone the time he needs to heal him. Shields are very strong and are used on cooldown by me. If it's available during the fight, just go for it. The team up turns Ultron into the mentioned earlier babysitter. Activating it deletes your animations and any damage potential you ever dreamed of in exchange for good burst healing. Unlike other abilities, this one is not used by me on cooldown, but is rather reserved for situations when my tank is very low or a big teamfight is incoming. Moreover, this team up is also good to farm your ult. Speaking of Ultron's ult, Ultron has a very interesting ult which stands out from other strategists. Ultron's ult really couldn't decide whether it wanted to be a DPS ult or a strategist ult, and it basically became a bit of both. This, combined with an insane fast build-up of an ult, makes a very flexible tool which can be used to provide additional damage, counter certain DPS ults in the game, or just turn big teamfights in your favor. In this clip, I use my ult to deny Bucky's ult and ensure he doesn't kill anyone, while also killing him at the same time. Once the threat is gone, I try to use the rest of my ult to pressure the enemies. Yo, what the fuck? Ultron gains his ult very fast, and there really is no point of holding it for too long. It's not that strong to be a game changer on its own, but it becomes very strong when you basically pop it every minute. Sometimes you get your ult and just go, fuck it.
Bullet below. Ammo 1.
Select. Nice. And hey, we just aced the whole enemy team in front of their spawn. To be honest, using the ult like this is one of the best ways to use the ult, especially in triple support comps. Each time you ult, it can be an almost guaranteed support kill, which is insanely valuable for how fast you get the ult. I have also noticed that Ultron melts Jeff while he's underground, so use your ult to counter Jeff's ult pretty easily. But you need to remember that Ultron is still very killable in his ult, especially with focus fire, and I had to learn this the hard way. So kids, don't get greedy. That's all the yapping for today. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, consider supporting me by subscribing and liking this video for more Rivals content. For now, you can check out the Art of Star-Lord or more gameplay with Ultron. Thank you for watching, keep ranking up, and I'll see you all later.